Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. I'm Janu Oric of the JSO Advantage. And my little presentation today is a little financial analysis can go a long way. What can the JSO Advantage do for you? Well, we give you your own Chief Financial Officer to meet with on a regular basis, showing you how to increase the cash flow, the revenue, and profit in your business with less stress and overwhelm. Today's agenda: 5 obstacles facing 90% of small businesses. 4 key steps to running your business as a successful CEO. 3 is the magic number to alleviate stress and overwhelm. 2 myth busters that will increase profit. 1 doesn't have to be the loneliest number. There's 5 rocks business owners need to crush to find that one clear path to success. Will my business fall apart if I start to delegate? This is a mindset. You have to be able to let go. You have to delegate. I can show you what you need to delegate to grow your business. Where's the cash? How many times have we heard that one? What isn't working? Well, if you don't know what is working or what isn't working, you could be working on something that is working when you should be working on something that isn't working. Where's that action plan? And what are the next 3 steps to success? That's those magic number 3 there. How many of you can relate to these obstacles? How many of you struggle with this on a daily basis with your business? So by clearing the rocks leads to a one clear path to success. And I do this through a proven system. Step 1, annually, we set those targets. Step 2, we update and analyze those actuals. In this case, monthly, could be quarterly, could be biannually, could be annually, but I wouldn't suggest that. Step 3, create the forecast. Step 4, update the score. Step 5, create the objectives. I work with you to create the objectives. I do the updating and analyzing in step 2. We work together in step 1 with the targets. Step 3, we create the forecast. Step 4, I help update the score. And step 5, we create the objectives based on that score. And then step 6, this is where that magic number 3 comes in again, the next steps. And it's often not over 3 things. It's not overwhelming. And they're doable, reachable, attainable. Now we go to the 4 steps to improve your cash flow, revenue, and profit. Well, cash is the king and the mindset is the queen. And we have to remember, cash is king. But you're not going to have cash if your mindset isn't right. So get your mindset right and the cash will follow. So here comes our first myth buster. I've heard my mentor say he wants to pay $1 million in taxes each year. And you're like, what? $1 million in taxes each year? Yeah, you know what? Because that means he's made $3 million and took home $2 million. Oh, $2 million. Oh, you do want profit. Yes, but you also need to make sure that cash is set aside to pay the taxes so you can take advantage of that $2 million that you now have. Make taxes your friend. Use that as a mantra for a while. My friend taxes. My new friend income taxes. It's an idea. So what is your mindset around money? Have you thought about it lately? Have you thought about maybe needing to look at what's holding you back from making more money or cash? Step 2, create targets. We create targets, CFOs, with 15 drivers. Here's the 5 revenue drivers. Don't get overwhelmed. You do not need to memorize these. This is what I look at, analyze, and pull from these 15, the 3 steps that you need to take to either improve maybe the price per transaction or the number of leads or sales conversion. Mythbuster number 2, you can raise your prices, lose customers, and make more money and work less. Want to know how? Ask a CFO. Profit drivers. Revenue, cost of goods sold, we look at your payroll expenses, your marketing expenses, and your overhead expenses. Then we have our cash flow drivers. And these are buried deep on the balance sheet. Accounts receivable, has it increased or decreased? Inventory, same, increased, decreased. Are you selling an asset in the future or purchasing an asset in the future? How about debt additions and repayments? How is that affecting your cash flow? And then owner's investments and draws. If I take a draw, will it hurt my cash flow? Or is my cash flow strong enough I can take a draw? How to create targets. First, we find out what you did last year for each of the 15 drivers. Then we create realistic targets for this year for each of the 15 drivers. Let's see, realistic, there's that word again. Then we determine your revenue, profit, and cash flow targets for the year. Then I ask you, do you like that target? Is it attainable? Can you delegate it? If so, great. If not, we determine which of the drivers must change. And not all steps are delegated, but that some of them might be able to be. So take something off your plate. How many of you have created annual targets for your business? How many of you have reached those targets at the end of the year? Step 3, keep score of what is and isn't working. The key is to build a scoreboard that tells you which levers to pull to increase revenue, profit, and cash flow. Scoreboard also gives you an early warning system when things are going south so you can fix it quickly with fewer surprises. Nothing like having to turn the Titanic around after it's been too late. So, how many of you have financial warning systems in place? How many of you wish you had a financial warning system in place? Especially in times like this when we're heading towards maybe a recession and inflation. Yeah. Step 4, create an action plan. If you want to break through to the next level, you need a plan of the most important 3 steps that need to be done this month to move the revenue, profit, and cash flow needle closer to your targets for the year. How many of you have an action plan for your business? All right, let's review today's agenda. We went through the 5 obstacles facing 90% of small businesses. Will your business fall apart if you start to delegate? Where'd that cash go? What isn't working? Where's the action plan? And what are those next 3 steps to success? The magic number 3. 4 steps to improve your cash flow, revenue, and profit. Remember, cash is king. You want to pay those taxes because then you have money in the bank. Create targets. Keep score of what is and isn't working, and create an action plan. Let's just pause for a moment. If you don't make the time to work on creating the life that you want, you're going to spend a lot of time dealing with a life you don't want. Kevin Na, author of Let's Do This. So if you're interested, book a right fit call. It's calendly.com/org. No setup fee, no contract, cancel anytime. The ultimate goal, remember, is for you to have a growing and profitable business with less stress and overwhelm. Let's say this again. If you don't make the time to work on creating the life that you want, you're going to spend a lot of time dealing with a life you don't want. Kevin Na of Let's Do This.